I'll show you how to make money with a simple trading strategy from the levels, but you'll need one indicator without which there's no way at all. It's not difficult to figure it out. First, I will schematically draw what your typical trade will look like, and then we will analyze my real trade and all the dangerous nuances of this strategy. Forget about the confusion. This step-by-step Forex guide will bring clarity and sequence to your trading in 10 minutes. I have prepared a very simple example for you. As I said, the strategy today will be based on horizontal levels and based on a single indicator. As you can see, our levels are marked, the resistance level, the support level from below. But if we'll just trade down from this level and up from this level, we will most likely lose our money. Here's what you need to do to prevent this from happening. First of all, you add the RSI indicator. You can add it with automatic divergences or without them, but this is today's basis, because the divergence indicates to us a direct discrepancy between the oscillator, the RSI, and between the chart. So if we switch to the chart to a linear time, it will be clearer, then we can see such a picture. Of course, the trend of both the chart and the RSI is upward, but there is one difference. Pay attention to the tops. In this situation, the price on the chart updates this top. That is, the chart moves up, but the top of the RSI is not updated. Moreover, on the contrary, it is getting lower, so the RSI is moving down. In such conditions, we have a divergence, that is, a discrepancy between the price and the oscillator. It happens the other way around. When the price moves down, some kind of local minimum value formed, then there is a rebound, and then there is another downward movement with the update of this low, and there is growth. But at the same time, on the RSI, this picture may look something like this. So again, our chart has updated its minimum, but the RSI has not updated. The price is falling, the RSI is rising, so then the price starts moving in the direction where our oscillator is moving. So in this situation, the RSI is falling, which means that the price will fall soon. Of course, we cannot trade purely using divergence, so today's tactics are combined with horizontal levels, which we can also determine using an automatic level indicator. This joint tactic really pays off, because after that, the price begins to move up to the lower border, that is, to the support level. Here you can notice that the same thing is happening. Our price is falling because the minimum is being updated, but on the RSI, this minimum is not being updated. However, of course, in this situation, the price has not yet reached the support zone. We are not opening a long trade here. But this trade could have made you a profit if you had opened a short here. Now let's take a real-time look at my trades where I managed to make money, and let's get into the mechanic of the strategy in more detail. So before you fully learn how to make trades using this strategy in the remaining 6 minutes, I want to recommend my Telegram blog, in which I often publish such forecasts with clear setups, and this is how these forecasts are worked out. So, in addition to my trading ideas and signals, you can also copy all my trades absolutely automatically by simply connecting to copy trading. So let's show you once again a very clear typical situation on which you could have been earned money even if you don't know anything about Forex. So to do this, you will need an indicator called support and resistance from the ChartPrime author. It will highlight all the necessary areas and levels for you. So therefore, with the help of this indicator, I will mark this zone, which surprisingly coincides with our chart. And moreover, as you can see, the minimum is being updated on the chart as the price moves down, but there is no update of this minimum on the RSI. It will probably be more clear if I switch to a 2-hour time frame, because here, as you can see, the RSI is only growing on the contrary, because the minimum has not been updated. And of course, after that, the chart shows its growth, because the bullish divergence is forming, plus the price was at the support level. Now let me show you my first trade, which brings me at 2,650. We're not going far, this is still the same situation, but there is no level here. But there is a bearish divergence. That is, in theory, if our price was rising and the RSI was falling, then the price should start to fall. Also, we are close to the support level. So what should I do in this situation? TradingView has a wonderful tool as a fixed volume profile, and it's ideal for sideways movement. So if you see a sideways movement, you can stretch this indicator over the entire flat, and the most important thing for you is to see this red line. This is a peak volume, therefore we know that this is also a level that we can use. Of course, if you are a beginner, I recommend trading only from support and resistance levels, but a fixed volume profile may also be suitable for you. What else can we see here? There is also a trend line that the chart is breaking through. So everything here indicates that there will be a really good correction soon. I also use the imbalance zone indicator, which allows me to find weak points on the chart. So we will remove the support level for now, and from here we will open a short position with you. It can be either a fairly long or a very short trade. It all depends on your goals. At least on a 15-minute time frame, I can take a chance and make such a simple trade with a stop behind the maximum and a take as an overlap of this imbalance zone. So this indicator is also completely free and automatic, and that's what happens when you use the right, proven, reliable strategy. So the first trade is closed. Now let me show you the second trade, which brought me for a moment 3,500 profit. This is also a very simple trade. Let's skip the chart a little bit. Look, we are going to have a touchdown with the previous resistance level very soon. So let's extend it with you like this. And as you can see, we have already formed a divergence and the price is rising, as you can see, but at the same time, the RSI indicator is falling. Thus a divergence occurs. This means that it's only a matter of time before the price goes down following this indicator. And we have already touched the resistance zone, so without waiting for any kind of pullback, or if you want a more confident trade, then you can of course wait the pullback. So we will open a position here. Well, let's say we open it right here. As you can see, our decline is still ongoing. I connect the imbalance zone to my trading and realize that my take profit is at this level. I can place it somewhere in the middle and set the stop loss either depending on the ratio of risk and profit, or for example behind the next zone of imbalance. But as you can see, we don't have any large areas of balance on the top, so I'll just place my trade so that I have about a 1 to 1.5 ratio, and let's see how this trade will close. Quite quickly, within one day, this transaction closed and brings me, as I have already told you, more than 3,500 of net profit. In this strategy, you can use all the additional knowledge to help you identify a trend change, but as I have already told you, the main thing is to find a zone of interest, from which we will surely get a reaction and see the divergence between the price and the RSI indicator. Everything else is your fantasy, but right now this strategy is working and allows me to earn tens of thousands per month. Don't forget to subscribe to my Telegram channel using the link from the description, of course. So you can get exactly the same results by simply copying my transaction automatically. And if you want to learn more strategies, subscribe to my Telegram channel and just try it. Thank you for watching this video. Bye everyone.